Hello dear students, so today we will study about energy and work and their units, and energy and work and their relation. So we all know all living beings perform certain basic activities in order to survive, okay, and they perform certain basic activities to work for their livelihood. And performing these activities, what they need energy, okay. And where they get energy? They get energy from food they consume. So everyone get energy from food they consume, okay. So dear students, we perform various activities in our daily life, and some activities require more energy and some activities require less energy. Activities like cycling, playing sports like football, playing cricket require more energy, and activities like reading, learning lessons and singing require less energy. So some activities require far more energy than our body can produce. So what we do means, there are some activities which we can't do, means we have not enough energy to do such type of activities. So for that we take the help of animals, we take the energy of animals. Just like we have to plug a field, so what we do, we use or we take a help of bullocks for plugging our field. If we have to carry heavy loads, so what we do, we take a help of horse, buffaloes or camels for drawing carts, okay. So if our body don't enough energy to do such type of work, so we need or we take energy of animals to do that type of work. So what happens if the demand of energy not met by animals or fulfilled by the animals? So what we do? So if demand of energy not met or fulfilled by animals, then we use machines for doing such type of works, okay. So now here's the definition of energy. What is energy? The ability to do work, or we can say the capacity to do work, or the strength to do work. It's all the definition of energy. So if you are able to do work, means you have a energy. If you are capable to do work, then you have a energy. And if you have a strength to do work, means then you have a energy. So the word energy is commonly used in our daily life. So let's take an example and understand clearly what is energy. Suppose when we raise a hammer and hits a nail placed on piece of wood, what happens? It drives the nail into wood. You can see when we raise a hammer and hits on a nail placed on a piece of wood, what happens? It drives the nail into wood. So what happens? We apply muscular energy on a hammer, and hammers transfer the energy into nail. We will study the transfer of energy in our next unit, okay. So and the next example, what happens when a striker hits the stationary carom coins? You can see here, when a striker hits a stationary carom coin, what happens? The coin sets in motion, okay. So here is the transfer of energy takes place, means energy, when we hit the striker hits the coin, means transfer of energy. First the coin is in stationary motion or rest position, and after striking it sets into motion, okay. So students, I have earlier told you, so object having capability to do work is said to be possess energy. Means अगर आप काम कर सकते हो तो आपके पास energy है, means. And second thing, the object which does work loses energy. At the same time, the object on which work is done gains energy. Means if we hit a hammer on a nail, means hammer will lose energy, and at that time nail will gain energy, and nail drives into a wood. It happens due to a transfer of energy, okay. So students, now we will understand work energy relationships. The first point is, the amount of work done by a body is numerically equals to its energy. Now what does it mean? If a body can do 100 joule of work, so its energy is 100 joule. Suppose, takes example, if 100 joule of work is done raising a body above the ground level, then the energy of body is 100 joule. Understand here? Suppose this is a body and we have to do work and raise a body at a certain height. So what happens? The total work done is 100 joule. So the energy of body will be 100 joule, okay. So now the energy of body will be 100 joule, okay. So in our everyday life, we regards physical and mental work as a work, means physical or mental activity as a work. Means for example, writing the lesson is doing work, or student learning their chapters while sitting on benches are doing work. However, in physics, all these activities do not fall under the heading of work. Means if you are learning the lessons, if you are doing any chapters, okay, so what happens, this does not fall in category of work according to physics. So what will be work done according to physics? Let's see here. So in physics, work is said to be done only when you apply force, and on a body which you apply force, the body moves in the direction of force. Let's see here, this is a body, okay, this is a body, and if you apply a certain force, 5 Newton, 10 Newton, 20 Newton, 100 Newton, and after application of force, the body should be moved in the direction of force. What is the direction of force? In this direction. So body will move in this direction. So see here, after application of force, the body is moving in the direction of force. Then it is said to be work is done according to physics. Okay. So the reading, writing, singing, teaching, teacher is taking a class while standing, it all falls into the mental work, and it, according to physics, the mental work does not falls into the category of work done. Okay. So in physics, if you have asked, reading is so 0 work done, writing no work done, singing no work done, teacher is taking a class while studying, so tell me it is work done or not? So no work done, or we can say 0 work done. Okay. Now cycling, a laborer carrying some bricks on his head, it all falls into physical work, and this physical work falls into the category of work done according to physics. So students, now we will understand the condition of no work or 0 work done. First we have to revise the definition or recapitulate the definition of work done. What is work done? If you apply the force and object moves in the direction of force. Mean the first condition is to apply force, and the second condition is the object should be moving or the object should be in motion. So the both conditions should be followed in accordance to do work done. Okay. Now here you are pushing a heavy object, okay, and the object does not move, so there is no displacement, no motion, so there will be 0 work done. If you are pushing a stationary wall, what happens? The wall does not move, there is no displacement, so it is a case of 0 work done. Okay. Now we will understand the definition of work done. When a force causes displacement in its own direction, means in its own direction, so work is said to be done. Now we will understand the formula of work done. Work done is equals to force applied into displacement through which force acts. Work equals to F into S. F is the force applied, S is the displacement. So mathematically we can define work is product of force and displacement through which force acts. So now we will understand on which factors the work done depends. So work done depends upon 2 factors. The first factor is force applied. Means the work done, the more the work done, the more the force applied. We will understand with the help of example. Now suppose this is an object and we apply force. What happens? In second case, object moves, so there will be more work done. If object is big, we have to apply more force, so we have to do more work done. So more the work done, more the force applied. Means if we apply more force, the work done will be more. So in this case we have to apply more force because the object is heavy, object is big, so we have to apply more force, so the object will so the body will do more work. Okay. Now the second factor on which work done is depends displacement of the body. The more the displacement, the more the work done. Okay. Now understand, if we apply force on this object, if we apply force on this object, what happens? See, we will see two cases. The first case, the body moves suppose 2 meters. Now in the second case, the body moves 4 meters. So in which case work done will be maximum? Yes, in this case, because there is more displacement, and in this case displacement is minimum, so here work done is maximum. Okay. So here work done is more. Now we will understand the special case of 0 work done. Okay, and you will study this special case in detail in your next class. What happens? We have studied if the displacement is 0, the work done will be 0. Now, if the displacement caused by force is at right angles to the direction of applied force, the work done is again 0. Means here a man carrying a box where the force acts, the weight of a body acts as in downward direction. Means this box having some weight, and where the weight acts in downward direction, this weight. Okay, and this weight is balanced by the normal force. Okay, now displacement is in this direction and force act in this direction. Okay, so the angle between force and displacement is 90 degree. So in this case also the work done is 0, and you will study in detail in your next class. For now you have to remember that if the displacement caused by force is at right angle means 90 degree to the direction of applied force, the work done is 0. Okay, now the work done will be done only if you start climbing up the stairs or more down the stairs. It is because now the displacement takes place in the direction of force. Means you are going through the stairs upside or downside. So in this case the work is said to be done. Okay, so students, now we will see units of work. So in SI system, unit of work is joule. So SI unit of work is joule, and also SI unit of energy is also joule. So how can you define 1 joule when a force of 1 Newton, okay, causes a displacement of 1 meter in its own direction? The work done is said to be 1 joule. Understand? Now see here, if we apply 1 Newton of force, okay, and body displaces 1 meter from its initial position, means 1 meter. So what happens? The work is done 1 joule. 1 joule of work is done. Okay, 1 Newton force applied and body displaced 1 meter. So we can say 1 joule of work is done. Now, calorie. Calorie is the old unit of energy. And how can you define 1 calorie? If we raise or heat a water, 1 gram of water, and its temperature raises to 1 degree Celsius, so we can say the energy consumed is 1 calorie. And similarly 1 kilocalorie is equals to 1000 calorie. Likewise 1 kilogram is equals to 1000 gram, 1 kiloliter is equals to 1000 liter, 1 kilometer is equals to 1000 meters. Similarly 1 kilocalorie is equals to 1000 calorie. So how can you define kilocalorie? So here same definition, the amount of heat energy required to raise the temperature of 1 kilogram. For 1 calorie we have to use 1 gram of water, and for kilocalorie that we have to raise the temperature of 1 kilogram of water through 1 degree Celsius. So it is 1 kilocalorie energy is consumed. Okay. So students, now we will solve our exercises. So begin with the fill in the blanks, and it also depends upon the things we have studied. Okay. So we have studied the object which does work. The question number 1, the object which does work. What happens? The object which does work loses its energy. And the second question, the object on which work is done, it gains the energy. So the answer of first question is loses energy, and the answer of second is the object on which work is done, it gains energy. Now the third question, a boy carrying a heavy school bag and standing, means there is no displacement. He is standing, it still does no work. So the answer is no work. Okay, so third, no. Now question number 4, the work done by a body is the product of, we have studied the work done by a body is the product of force and displacement. So the answer of fourth is displacement. Now question number 5 is the old unit of energy. Recently we have studied calorie is the old unit of energy. Okay. Now begin with true and false. An old unit of energy is calorie. Yes, it is true. The product of force and displacement caused by it is called power. False. Okay. The product of force and displacement is what? Work done. A student preparing his lesson for monthly test does mental work. Yes, he is doing mental work. A boy carrying a school bag on his shoulder does work. No, he is not moving. So no displacement. So it is false. It does not do any type of work. If the displacement caused by a force is at right angles to the direction of applied force, the work done is 0. Yes, right angle means 90 degree. So we have studied the special case of 0 work done. So the answer of 5 is true. Let's see here. Old unit of energy is calorie. Yes, true. Product of force and displacement caused by it is called power. False. It is work done. student preparing his lesson for monthly test does mental work? Yes, true. A boy carrying a school bag on his shoulder does work? No. He is standing, no displacement, so no work done. False. If the displacement caused by a force is at right angles to the direction of applied force, the work done is 0. True. Statements given below are incorrect and write the correct statement. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to correct the incorrect statement. So the question number 1, work is done when you hold a heavy suitcase in your hand. No work is done because you are standing, that is no displacement. So the correct one is no work is done. Okay. Second question, work done by a body is the product of power and displacement. No, work done by a body is the product of force and displacement. So answer will be force and displacement. Correction here. We have to do correction here. Force and displacement. Now third question, work is done when a force causes displacement at right angle to its own direction. No. If the right angle to its own direction, no work is done. Okay. So the correction will be no work is done. Okay, question number 4. A teacher taking a class while standing does work. No, it falls into the category of mental work. He is standing, no displacement, no force applied. So teacher taking a class while standing does no work. Okay. Last question. The SI unit of work or energy is calorie. False. SI unit of work or energy is joule. Calorie is the old unit of energy. So the correct statement is SI unit of work or energy is joule. Okay. Now the ability to do work is called, we have studied energy. The work done by a body is the product of displacement and force. Old unit of energy is calorie. 50 joule of work is done when a force of F cause a displacement of 10 meter. The magnitude of force is. Now we will solve this numerical. Answer of first is C, second also C, third also C. Now we will solve question number 4 numerical. Here we know work is force into displacement. Work done is given 50 joule. Force is unknown. Displacement is 10 meter. What we will do? We will divide 10 here, standing in the left hand side of the equation. 50 by 10 is equals to 5 Newton. Okay. So the answer of 4 is B. Okay. Now question number 5. Question number 5. When the work is done in the when is work done in following situation? A girl pushing a wall. Wall does not move, so it will no work. Boy carrying a suitcase in his hand. No displacement, no work done. A stone falling freely. Yes, it falls into work done. A boy climbing up the stairs. Yeah, work done. So the answer will be third, fourth, D. Okay. So fifth, D. Now we will solve this match the following. Force into displacement. What is force into displacement? Work done. The ability to do work is energy. Old unit of energy is calorie. Displacement caused by a force in its own direction is work done. Okay. So students, now we will solve the numerical of our exercise book. So numerical number 1 is very easy. Here a force of 50 Newton causes a displacement of 5 meter in its own direction. What is magnitude of work done? So here force is given, displacement is given. You know the formula of work done, force into displacement means 15 into 5. What is 75 joule? See here, force is given 50 Newton, displacement in its own direction is 5 meter. We know work done, force into displacement. Now 15 into 5 is equals to 75 joule. Why joule? Because SI unit of work is joule. Now second numerical, a boy does a work of 1000 joule, dragging a sack of rice through a distance of 20 meter. What is the magnitude of force applied by a boy? Here work done is given, displacement is given, and force is unknown. Now work done is equals to 1000 joule, displacement is equals to 20 meter. Okay, we know the formula of work done, force into displacement. We will put the value of work and displacement in the given formula. Now we will send this displacement in left side, so it will be 1000 upon 20. Okay, the force is equals to 1000 upon 20, that is 50. So the answer will be force applied by a boy is 50 Newton. Now moving on the third numerical. A girl applies a force of 60 Newton in pushing a table such that work done by her is 15 joule. calculate the displacement produced in the table. Here work done is given and force is given and displacement is unknown. We will do similarly as we have done in previous numerical. We will put the value of work and force in the formula of work is equals to force into displacement. See here. Here given force is equals to 60 Newton. Work done is 15 Joule. We know the formula of work done is equals to force into displacement. Put the value of work is equals to 15, force 60. What will you do? We will send displacement in the left hand side, force in the left hand side. So it will be 15 upon 60. So displacement is equals to 15 upon 60, which will be equals to 1 by 4 meter, and in decimal 1 by 4 is equals to 0.25 meter. So students, it's all about the discussion of exercise book, and we have studied energy. So thank you everyone, thank you for being with me. Stay safe and take care.